Trigonometric identity communication question. Explain why the identity cos x divided by 1 plus sin x plus cos x divided by 1 minus sin x equals to 2 secant x is not true for x equals to 90 and x equals to 270. Well, this equation has a restriction because denominator cannot be 0, right? So that is a huge restriction on it. Since you cannot divide by 0, denominator cannot be 0. Therefore, the restriction is that 1 plus sin x should not be equal to 0, or sin x is not equal to minus 1. Similarly, the other restriction on this equation is that 1 minus sin x is not equal to 0, or sin x is not equal to 1. Correct? Now at x equals to 90, sin x is 1. Do you see that? So at x equals to 90 degrees, sin x equals to 1, which is not possible. Therefore, it is not true for x equals to 90. Similarly, if we write 270 for x, we know sine of 270 degrees is equals to minus 1. That is restricted. These values will make the denominator 0, and therefore this identity will not be defined, and that is a restriction on this identity. Therefore, this identity is true for all values except values like x equals to 90 degrees and x equals to 270 degrees. Right? I can say all values in its domain, but where denominators should not be equal to 0. So for these two values, the denominators are 0, and therefore this identity is not true for these values.